Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to another review from me, Matt, the Bitter Berserker. Hope you're having a fantastic day out there. Hope you haven't caught coronavirus or stockpiling toilet rolls wherever you are in the world. And welcome, though, to another review from me, Matt. Now, before I start, I do say this each and every single time because I mean it. Thank you so much to each and every single person out there that's watching my videos, liking my videos. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much as well for all the support that I'm getting over there on Instagram as Viking Beard Matt, which is the reason I set up my Instagram and YouTube channel is to purely help, support, promote and advertise small brands, individuals and craftsmen out there that are making some really amazing products. We really need to get behind them, help them, support them and encourage them as much as we possibly can do, because like I've said in other videos, craftsmanship is a dying art. We've got so many factories now pumping out this kind of homogenous, if you know what I mean. It's got no passion or love or anything behind it. Everything looks completely the same, and these craftsmen out there have some really good skills, you know, whatever they're making, whether it's beard care, clothing, skin care, beard products, jewellery, leatherwork, woodwork, all sorts of bits and pieces. And wherever we are in the world, there's always craftsmen and small brands. And they, more often than not, put their own time, their own effort and their own money into what they're doing. They don't have these millions that these massive brands have that they can throw into promoting, marketing and advertising their products, which is why a lot of the time they do take to social media. So we need to help and support them, which is what I'm trying to do here. Just me, myself and me little iPad. And I have another review for you. As with all the reviews that I do, everything I do is my complete honest opinion. I'm completely unbiased, and so if there's a reason why I like a product, I'll say why I like it. If there's a reason constructively why I don't like a product, I will say why I do not like it. And here we go. Now, this has been very kindly sent through to me from Travis Eller from Glendale in California, IA. I'm in the UK, so it's travelled overseas. And basically, he is the owner and creator at Outlaw Hats. As well as being heavily into Vikings, I also love the cowboy films, westerns and stuff like that. Always have done with my dad when he used to take me to the cinema and watch Clint Eastwood films back in the day when I was running around and everything else and trying to con my sister to dress up as an Indian while I dressed up as a cowboy. And he has very kindly sent through a hat for me to have a look at, see what I think of and give you guys my completely honest opinion. So we're going to be looking at the packaging, the hat itself and what was sent through. Links will be down below in their description box, so please show him some support, give him a help, a follow and subscribe. He is on YouTube as well as Facebook and Instagram. So he specialises in Western character hats, handmade originals and vintage restorations. Now his site on Etsy, he has some amazing hats on there. They all vary in price from low end to top ends. And I sent him a message over there on Instagram and said, look, really love what you're doing. Would love to try and help and promote you as much as I possibly can. And he said, okay, not a problem. What sort of hat are you kind of looking for? And I gave him the description of kind of a Clint Eastwood, the man with no name sort of films, the almost like fedora style hats that Clint used to wear. So it took probably around about 3, maybe 4 weeks, bearing in mind this is completely made by scratch, by hand. And yesterday, in fact, it arrived. This is the box that it came in from Glendale in the US. Got my address and everything on there. Absolutely brilliant condition. The box was not damaged or anything, because there's nothing worse than, I'm not saying this with all postal services and stuff like that, but you do worry when fragile stuff has been sent through. Even though it might have fragile written on it, we all know that they can get kicked around. Inside the packaging, the actual tape on itself, Ugly Outlaw personalised tape, which is nice, packing tape. Inside itself, well wrapped. Loads of bubble wrap in there. And as you can see, there's a special cutout in there that the hat was sitting in, and no damage whatsoever which is amazing. And let me just dump that down there. Inside were a couple of business cards. So there you go. Ugly Outlaw, what's it say? Shop online at Etsy. Like I say, links will be down below. There's one of his other hats, specialising in Western character hats, handcrafted originals and vintage restorations. So he does unisex hats, men's, females, and basically bespoke things from start. You give him a rough idea or kind of what you want, and he will make it from there. Also, inside was tag, Ugly Outlaw, which is signed. Thank you, Matt. Welcome to the gang. Thanks, Travis Ella. Really, really nice. And even better than that was the bits of paper that I'm now about to show you that was sent through, because this is cool. So this is how it was, all burned to make it look like an old piece of parchment paper, and I'm actually going to frame this and put one of the cards underneath and the tag at the top and put it in the review room. Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate you reaching out, and I hope you enjoyed the hat with no name, which is what the hat is actually named now, because the whole Clint Eastwood thing after the man with no name. Any problems, please let me know. Welcome to the gang, Ugly Outlaw. So that's really nice. And another bit of paper with the description on there. What you get: handmade, hand stitched. The hat itself is 100% rabbit fur, beige satin liner with logo, chestnut colour leather sweatband, distressed leather hat band, hand dyed leather lace, Civil War era replica fabric, Ugly Outlaw. And modelling it for me this afternoon is Gwendolyn. This is Gwendolyn. There you go. And this is the hat itself. Thank you very much, Gwendolyn. You've been amazing. So this is the hat itself. Now, it does look worn, and that is kind of, I did want the hat to look kind of weathered, like I'd worn it for ages and everything else, and it's sort of turned funny colours and everything with dirt over time. So I didn't want something that was pristine and new, and sent him a couple of photos of Clint Eastwood's hats, and this is what is done. Now, he asked me head measurements, which I gave him. So it's bespoke, made to my strange knobbly sized head. If I just flip it over, you've got the satin lining inside with the logo on there, Ugly Outlaw, leather band trim around it, which I have wet this morning just to kind of try and shape it to my head, because since it came through yesterday, I've practically been wearing it non-stop. I hope you like the photo that I put up of it over on Instagram. It's got a little hat pin in there as well, holding a goose feather in place, which you can either leave on there or take off as you want. And I kind of let him run with his own idea. I gave him a base of kind of what I was looking for and just said, do what you like. And it is just a thing of beauty. The detailing that's gone into it made it look like the hat's been stitched up at some point. It's kind of got that whole worn look to it. You've got lace that runs around there, two leather bands, or a leather band, and then the leather sort of hat strap that goes around it. I do love the way as well, you can see that he's even sort of like dyed the outside to make it look like it's been worn for ages. And it is a work of art. And you always kind of, I know he does kind of Western themed, and he does a lot of acting as well. He's been in a lot of Westerns, Travis has, and they're all on YouTube as well with the parts that he's played and stuff like that. But you always kind of worry with props and hats and sort of clothing that you get made for you, are they going to be quality made? And I've sat there, gone over this with a fine-tooth comb, and everything's just so well perfectly done on there. And I'm just going to move it around and shut up so you can have a look at it. So there you go. It's just, it really is stunning, and even the stitching and the craftsmanship inside where the leather band is, it's all stitched in there. That's just a residue water in there from where I've been shaping it to my head. Starting to get a pinch point on the front of it. It was fully round, but it's starting to get a pinch point where I've been taking it off and putting it on. And like I say, it's just stunning. Words don't describe. It's almost like a work of art, and one of those things that I don't really want to wear out. I'm definitely going to wear it out, but at the same thing, I am very conscious of how beautiful this thing is, and I know I've asked for it to look like it's been distressed and out and sun bleached and gone a bit manky around the sides and everything, but it's still absolutely fantastic. And it's been sat on Gwendolyn up on the top of my shelf over there over the past day since it's turned up, and I just keep looking at it, picking it up, putting it on. This morning when I woke up, must have been about 5 o'clock in the morning, I put it on, soaked the leather band inside, put it on my head, let it dry. It's absolutely brilliant. So I wouldn't say I've tried to put it through the ringer or anything like that, because I don't want to damage it in any way, shape, sense or form. I like the fact as well, the actual rim of the hat has got a bit of shape to it. It's not just kind of like flat. I love the way that it fits. Snug enough to stay on my head, loose and not tight enough that it kind of causes me any problems or pain in my head. So it's really, really nice. Now, prices on the hats, they do vary. They go from, I think, anywhere around about £140. This particular one on the bottom of the sheet, normal $325 all the way up to $400. Bearing in mind, you can have whatever you pretty much want done on there, whether it's just a straight hat, whether you want all the embellishments and everything else on there, feathers and everything, and put through a currency converter just before I done the review. The $325 is working at £251.65, and the $400, £309.60. Now that is a lot of money, and like I say, he does lots and lots of different versions of them, but it is a thing of beauty. And I know that I can go out walking pretty much around all the major cities round here, and not that there's that many, there's only 2 major-ish cities near me and towns, and nobody else is going to have this. And I think that's kind of one of the nice things about bespoke and stuff that's handmade and crafted, is that you can get something that's completely unique that somebody else hasn't got. And I wore this into town yesterday. My parents turned up. My dad's a massive Clint Eastwood film, and he fell in love with it. He's looking at ordering one as well, and it was almost like a talking point. People were like, that hat is amazing, because I live in a rural sort of seaside town. It's not one of these massive seaside towns, if you know. It was just a small one, but there were so many comments about, that looks amazing on you, where did you get that from? And I've never really had that before. I have with a few of the t-shirts that I've reviewed in the past, and boots and stuff like that, but I've never had someone go, that hat looks absolutely stunning. Although I did with a couple of PR capo caps that I reviewed, a couple of comments on that one. But it's so nice, and you kind of, obviously cowboys, westerns, Wild West in the States is a massive thing. And it's a big thing over here if you're in the right groups and circles and everything. But to have people come up, so it's a bit daunting going out wearing something like this, but to have people come up and say, that looks absolutely stunning, where did you get it from? And then you sort of say, and you go into the story behind it and everything else. It's gone down a storm here. So, stay in my hair now, I'm not worried about my hair, but there you go. So it is a thing of beauty. It is well worth the money. Customer service has been absolutely brilliant, constantly sort of messaging me. There was a bit of a problem with the time gap, because obviously it's California and UK over here, so it's kind of like last thing at night and probably first thing in the morning for him. But customer service has been absolutely spot on. Hope you like it. And the thing that I liked about it as well is, just because of the hat that I'd ordered, he would not send me any pictures at all. The only pictures that had gone up this morning that he's put up on Ugly Outlaw Hats is because I posted my picture of the hat. And so I had no idea what it was going to look like, just gave him a sort of rough guesstimate of what I wanted, and this is what he's come up with, and it is beautiful. And I cannot thank Travis enough. I certainly know that Dad's going to be in touch with you to order one. Even my wife was looking at it and going, that's really cool. And like I say, he does unisex ones, female ones, male ones, all sorts of different styles. but it's Thing of Beauty. Thank you so much. Links are going to be down below, so please show him some support, give him some help and encouragement, because what he's making is absolutely fantastic. Because as far as I know, you can't get anything like this in the UK, and if there is anybody in the UK that is making this, I challenge them to come up with something as good, if not better, because this is the pinnacle, as far as I'm concerned, of Western hats. So there you go. Links will be down below. I hope you have enjoyed this review. If please feel free to comment down below. I do read, respond to each and every single comment that is made. Thank you so much for all the support that I'm getting out there. And if you do need any help, just either send us a message over there on Instagram as Viking Beard Matt, all one word. Comment down below, and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for Ugly Outlaw. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. It's nearly the weekend again. Well, it's Wednesday, isn't it? Is it Wednesday? No, it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Close enough to the weekend. But keep on taking care of each other. Keep on helping, supporting each other. And above all, keep on loving each other, because you only live once, so make the most of life. Enjoy it. Be happy. Try and help others out. Thank you, guys. Have a great afternoon. Thank you so much to Travis Ella from Ugly Outlaw Hats. It is a beautiful masterpiece. Have a great one, guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you.